Welcome to the Take It Home podcast, the podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at DocSimmons17. Tonight I am joined by two beautiful men. I'll give the hot tag to my partner to go ahead and introduce himself.
Yes, sir. It's the Outlaw Zach Hendricks. All social media, it's the Hendricks brand. And of course, Country Air Official for Facebook and Twitter, or Country Air Ram for Twitter. And that's if you want to look up your mama's favorite tag team, Country Air. But someone who needs no introductions.
And he missed his introduction.
I'm referee Perch. You can find me at PerchXLV, # for the ref brand, and Waffles. Take It Home podcast.
Waffles. Had some pancakes today as a test to see how good my mouth was. Not bad. Three stacker was probably a bit much. You just need to go one at a time.
Yeah, one cake at a time is the going rate for wisdom teeth.
Yeah, definitely the going rate I discovered. But it was very delicious. Very delicious.
Oh, it's good to hear you can take.
Yep. So all you fans, be sure to like, share, subscribe. Go to all our social medias. Go to all your favorite wrestling social medias and let them know that you want to see us there. But we'll start off how we always do. Perch, why don't you give us that banger of the week?
Banger of the week. This week comes. This one hit again on the road trip. It was like a nice late summer, beautiful skies on the way down to Illinois, and this one brought me back to some good summers of past. Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card.
Ooh.
Just a good vibe, good summertime tune. And I forgot when it came out, but brings me right back to that era.
Yeah. We were children, had to have been, it feels like
Skate World days.
Yeah, like that
dropped off at Skate World on the weeknights.
Song that always just got me slinging my body side to side. Can't go wrong with that. Yellow Card had a good run right there in front.
Yeah, it was a good stretch, and good music represents the good era of bands from that time, those early 2000s. Those moments that will always last in time for me.
No, definitely. That, yes, quite a banger. So, why don't we move on and talk about what we've been watching this week? I know we watched a lot because we were on the road all weekend trying to stay awake. But
before we do that, let's let the man you just let in, once he's getting all situated, introduce himself.
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
There he is.
Look at that pretty face in this visual medium. You probably have to get your sound on because I didn't do anybody's.
I'm back. I'm here. What up?
How you doing, brother?
Good.
What
I
up,
was having some
man?
technical issues.
All good, man. How you been?
Man, fantastic. How you doing, Perch? Haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, I don't think y'all have been on at the same time the past couple times we've had you on, Bax.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see you, fellas.
Last time I saw Baxter, he was on a poster.
Yeah.
A good one or a bad one?
It was a good one in prime Belafonte form.
Oh, sorry to join late. What I missed?
Nothing. We actually just started, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody?
All right, boys. Well, good to be back. This is luxurious Baxter Belafonte. You can find me at Baxter Wrestles on all the platformy stuff.
Awesome. Well, we were just getting into talking about what we've been watching in the wrestling world. Would you like to go first?
Sure. Literally, and I know I'm behind on this, literally as your text came in about sending the invite for Zoom, I was watching AEW Grand Slam from last week. And I was just trying to not look at my phone and just watch it, and it was really, really good. I'm still only on the Sting and Darby match, but that's literally what I was watching like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll try to avoid talking about Grand Slam then, so we won't spoil it for you.
Nah, no worries. It's old enough now that that'd be fine.
Nah, you gotta enjoy it. It was a good one.
So far, very good.
Perch, what have you been watching, brother?
Dude, the ending of that Sting Darby match is no, I've been watching AEW as well. That was a great episode. Man, talk about that crowd on fire. They had stands and people behind the set, and all the way around. I mean, it was cool to feel that energy just, coming through the TV. What a moment. What a great night for wrestling last Wednesday.
Oh, hell yeah. And I guess, since Bax is still in the Darby match, we can definitely talk about Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, absolutely. Crazy. I mean, Perch, you mentioned the energy, like they didn't do anything for like 5 minutes. And then I think JR mentioned it. They locked up. Place went nuts. Like that was just like chills. So and then the rest of the match was obviously great, but wow, unreal.
Yeah, I really took away from that beginning of the match too. They really just waited and let the crowd give them everything they had, and then they moved and got a different reaction. It was cool. Two greats going at it. And then, like you said, they proceeded to just put on a hell of a match.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of how it ended too. Just a nice, simple, abrupt, right in the midst of it. A big leaves you wanting more.
Yeah, they did a good job with that.
Oh yeah, and I really enjoy how AEW just puts matches wherever. Like you would have figured that would have been the main event.
Yeah.
But for them
Agreed.
to open up with that was appreciated and surprising as I turned it on at 7:05.
Yeah, I mean, dare to be different, man. They killed it.
And I do think it has affected WWE in a positive, because this week we got to start off with that Bobby Lashley Big E on Raw instead of the 20-minute promo that they're known for, the Perch promos.
Ironically, I was putting the baby to bed last night and flipped on the Cowboys-Eagles game, and they were on commercial, and then flipped over to Raw, and I was like, Lashley and Big E, it's like 7:05, like you said. What's going on here? So you're right. They're making a wave of some kind.
Yeah, yep, and it's very much appreciated.
Yeah, agreed. Refreshing.
Yes.
Main event from that episode, banger just as well.
Yes,
loved it. Ruby Soho and Britt Baker going at it. That's one that took me a couple days to watch, and when I did, it was such a treat. Great match. Good reactions the entire time too. Really like both characters, both good women's wrestlers. Love that episode.
nice. Zach, what have you been watching?
Well, we watched a lot of New Japan in the car.
Yes, we did.
Lots of New Japan. We watched that. We watched Punk versus Hobbs, didn't we?
Yes, I believe so.
I know, like, majority of the time, like, I know it was like super late, but we watched the Dark Side of the Ring. I think we didn't watch the Chris Canyon one yet, but watched the Plane Ride from Hell.
Dude, I just watched that too.
It is wild.
Yeah.
Did you watch it, Doc?
Yes, I did. I fell asleep in the car, but I did watch it yesterday with the lady. And yeah, we were both just kind of left agape.
Yeah.
But to be honest, Sorry to cut you off, Zach. To be honest, none of that really surprised me that much.
Yeah, it did surprise me that much, which also made me feel bad.
Yeah.
And then, just God, every time Terry Runnels was like, don't sell it. Just my heart broke a little bit more.
Oh yeah. Also, like I felt for Michael Hayes, X-Pac, you're a horrible person. What type of man cuts off a man's ponytail while he's sleeping?
Yeah, I figured you would have feelings about that one.
Strong feelings there. Besides that, I actually was just watching some AEW Dark. Got to watch Brandon Gore's match against number 10. And I also got to watch JDX in a tag match against what is it?
Private Party.
Private Party. There we go.
Yep, that was a really good tag match too. They
got a lot in.
Yeah,
they got in a lot. They cut off. I like to cut off a lot too. So super good tags. Other than that, really not much. Except I did watch Extreme Rules for sure. Like majority of us did. Can't say we all did because
I did not. And then after hearing about it, I have no interest to go back and watch it.
Bro, like the Balor match with Roman was not bad. And then the ending just got corny.
Yeah, I saw the finish. Not a fan.
Oh, before the finish was just like how they did it was cool, but then who all watched Extreme Rules? Or who cares?
I did not, but I would if it was good, but I don't know. Sounds like it's not.
Balor was just on the ground and how his song plays with that like heartbeat with the demon, like dun, dun. Like he got knocked down, like the music started and Rita turned red. And then music is like dun dun started going. His body kept like twitching like every time the music hit. Then he rose, like the music like rose, and he popped up on his feet and like had a second surge of energy, which was like really great pop. But they just kept playing his music the rest of the match. It was really weird. But and then it was cool. Roman Reigns loved him because the crowd was on "We Want Tables." Balor went for the table and Roman took him out, grabbed the table and threw it back under the ring. I love it. That was good. But that's the most I'll say about it. I'll let you guys if you guys want to watch it.
Yeah, I've heard some things about it. I'll probably eventually go back and watch it, but I'm in no rush.
Yeah, it's not to be a douche, but there's nothing to rush about. It's one of those that you have to watch.
Yeah. Happy that Sasha's back. But that's about it. Yes, as for I guess myself. Yes, we watched a shit ton of New Japan. Got pretty close to caught up. Watched most of the Super Junior Tag League. That was won by Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Desperado. Very excited. Love me some Suzuki-gun. If you can't tell, I've been watching a lot of AEW also because Minoru Suzuki's been all over that, and that's been awesome. And he's just been everywhere, and it's great. Love him, just loving America and America loving him back. Watched the Freelance show that just aired a little bit ago, the final episode of Phase In. Got to see a little Perch action in that main event. Always good to see a familiar face. Saw the end of the action or the New South action clash before that. That was also pretty good. And then really just I fell into like a hole of AIW matches because they just had a playlist of old matches with like Davey Richards and Johnny Gargano and stuff like that. So watched a couple of those that were really good. But been a lot of random matches this week. Nothing wrong with that.
Find some hidden gems when you do that.
Yep, definitely. There is a Twan Tucker versus Faye Jackson hidden gem on the AIW page. So go check that out. But okay, I guess then we can get into how we spent our weekends. Let's start with Perch.
Yeah, this is a fun weekend. Touchdown in West Dallas on Friday for ICW. That was a great time. First time back in Wisconsin for the month, so I was able to cherish every single moment of the night and really try and make the most of it. Working alongside guys like Jerry and Joe for referees and Junior as well. Talk about the pool of guys who I got brought into the business with. You know, it's something I don't take for granted, and I really appreciate it. So to have those four guys in particular, it still blows my mind that we could all be working a show together. So it really feels like home. So it was really fun. Tons of matches. We were all able to get a bunch. One of my matches was Gunner against Fletch, and Gunner.
Boy.
That you could call it a rivalry. You could call it just random matchups, but I've gotten those two a couple times this summer, and this one was rather fun. and another match of the night was I can't think about it. It's the championship match. Joey Jett and Sierra losing the titles to Jax and CJ Cole. That's how I couldn't think about it. It was CJ and Jax were the opponents. Just the Rose Dynasty, tag team. Put a couple of guys together, and
Hey,
it was awesome.
I got from personal experience. Jax knows how to take those young guys and turn them into tag team gold.
Yeah,
Get that right, Zach.
My first title was with Jared Jax. Me and CJ matches.
Yep.
Man, it was awesome to be in there though with CJ. In particular, a moment like that where he got to win a title. Albeit I think it was dirty as hell. but
hey, sometimes.
Yeah, some of us told the line of good and some of us told the line of bad. And I'm there to just call what I see. So it was a cool it was a cool moment, cool event. Really enjoyed. And then the finale was Mario against Drake. And Mario came out with a good ovation and ended up getting the better of Drake by the end of it. And new champion. It was a cool night. Really enjoyed it. Fun to see everybody.
Good.
Drake Younger was in the house. Someone who, the position that he held in NXT is something that I really look up to. And his work inside the ring as a referee is something that I've aspired to learn from. So it was cool to have him in the same place and on the same card. Just something that hit home a little more. And then the next day was out to freelance wrestling for a show at a venue where it was like Al Capone used to run a distillery, and this was it. So they've got like caves or a cave down in the basement where it would like lead to tunnels. It was pretty cool, and a lot of history. You could feel it inside that building, and we had a good show. 7 matches. I had 4 of them, and it'll be airing tomorrow on IWTV. And all I can say is the main event is a heavy hitter between Kelvin Tankman and Kevin Koo. Just 2 big guys going at it. Kevin Koo alone is good size and a fighter. And then you have a guy like Kelvin Tankman, like I said, looking to avenge that loss to GPA last time. Anyone who's a fan of either one of these guys will definitely get their money's worth watching. They deliver. And there was another part to the night. It was a vinyl ring, so the vinyl canvas is not always used. So when it is, it's a little bit different terrain. It can lead to tough sliding abilities, getting down for a pin. Sometimes you think you slide and you stop on a dime. Otherwise, you can account for it and maybe go a little too far. In this case, the first match was the latter of the two. And I was all prepared for, stopping on a dime as it normally is, but I forgot there's a little muscle memory, and I knew how to account for it. And the first pinfall of the night for the finale was right out of the ring. And I was able to, and I don't know if this is the end of the match or not. In this case, yeah, it was the finale. So I right out, and I was able to kind of get a 1 in there and reach the hand under. Impeded by the rope, I could only get it up so high.
Yeah.
But able to get a good sight of the shoulders and slap the mat for a 2 and a 3 and ring that bell. It didn't skip a beat, and there actually happened to be some fans who got a cool video of it, and they were the ones whose lap I almost went right into. And they couldn't have been more ecstatic during that finish. It was a cool moment. Just as a fan of wrestling, as a performer of wrestling, that's what it's all about. The pound sign Celebrate Pro Wrestling is for moments that we can talk about, tell stories. Fans can have a good time and tell stories. I thoroughly enjoy it. So that's what pro wrestling is all about. Moments like that, and spilling out right into the crowd. Anything can happen.
Hey, we do it live. We do it live, brother.
Live and very intent.
Man, some of the best memories are easily some of the best memories are the things that you didn't think were going to happen. And, whether it was a botch or a fuck up here and there. And so many times there's been a great memory where something happened where you never expected to happen.
Yeah,
so that's just pro wrestling.
Yep, nothing like it. Nothing like it. All right. Baxter, I would be very interested to hear what you've been up to these past couple weeks. I don't think you did anything this past weekend, but I know you had a match somewhere in these last 3 weeks.
Yeah. This last weekend I didn't do anything wrestling related besides maybe watch a little. But yeah, since I haven't been on the pod for a while, I made an in-ring re-debut, I guess, for BCW Elks Lodge. It was the Fall Frenzy. And excuse me, I need a beverage, which never mind. Fall Frenzy, I wrestled Sierra in the opening match of the night. And I've been to training a few times here and there, and I still work out. And then we had the match, which was a hard hitting match. Let me tell you, I did a impromptu promo at the beginning, talked a little shit about, wrestling a woman, and said something about her pectoral muscles. And then we got the match on, and it wasn't perfect, of course, but it was a good one. I swear to you, listeners and viewers, I was sore for 4 solid days, like sore as fuck. So we had a lot of fun.
Not an easy one to come back to.
No, but it keeps me coming back for more, I'll tell you that. Like I said, we had a hard-hitting match. Crowd was hot. It was great. And then was also involved in the main event with Mav against Gunnar Wicks. We were toying with him a little bit here and there, and I don't know why, but he got sick of it and decided to shit stomp my face a few times. And maybe that was part of the soreness thing. But man, and like you said, Perch, the energy, just being back. There's nothing like going through that fucking curtain and just doing our thing, man. It was it was good. It was a good ass time. We fueled some great, what I think are great storylines to go into next month and stuff. So hopefully we can do just that and get a victory next time.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal always.
Always.
Yep. Get a win, get that winner's purse. Zach, why don't we talk about our weekend?
Yes, sir. You want to start it off?
Yeah, sure, why not? Friday, we went down to Warren, Illinois for Homegrown Wrestling. That's run by Stumpy. Making our debut. We've been trying to get out there a couple times, but schedules just have not allowed it. I was very happy to get down there. The Warren, Illinois crowd, as the ICW crowd and the BCW crowd last weekend was very hot. Had a great turnout. Crowd was super into everything. It was our, I guess you could say, rematch against the Academy and Connor Braxton and Tyler Priegel. Another fun match between us two. What did you think, Zach?
I think, unfortunately we didn't get what we were looking for, the W, but I think we have really good chemistry with those two. I know the first time we worked them, it was kind of nerve-wracking just because they're both bigger men, but now, like, where we're at, like, knowing what we're capable of doing, just look forward to working these guys, 4 big, meaty men slapping meat.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was good. Everything was good until we left, and I got to Nebraska, where I opened up my gear bag and realized I had no knee pads and no wrestling shoes.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
Oh no,
bro! I literally had like a Perch has a spray he showed me that keeps your like shoes nice and clean. So like we got done with the match, took off my gear, sprayed it all down, was letting it air dry before I put it in my gear bag because I knew we had a 9-hour car ride and I didn't want all the clothes getting all stinky from my shoes and my knee pads. Letting it air dry. We get to Nebraska. We got to the venue very early. We were like, first was there for setup, and I was rocking flip-flops. So I was like, oh, I'm going to switch into my wrestling shoes to help out, and opened up my gear bag. And I looked at Doc and said, we need to find a sports store quick.
Damn.
Yeah.
But so like, Warren was great. If anyone finds a pair of black knee pads, size large, and size 10 black Nike wrestling shoes, please send them my way.
Be highly appreciated. Country Air and their mamas would love you for it.
What kind of shoes did you buy? Where'd you buy them?
Oh, I got some actual wrestling shoes. I got some all black Jordan Burroughs ASIC wrestling shoes. Like they're pretty much all black with a gold logo on it. So they're nice. They're clean. They felt great. They're comfortable. So now I got another pair of wrestling shoes to work in. But I didn't realize the knee pads till right before the show started. Like I realized the shoes. I didn't think about the knee pads. So I had to borrow Jay Manny's knee pads for my match.
Yes.
All the time.
And special shout out to Jay Manny for riding with us down to Nebraska and helping out with the drive. So Saturday we were in Kearney, Nebraska for Zello Pro. It was Country Air and
This is the premiere.
Yes, the premier referee of Zello Pro, Jay Manny.
We wrestled the premiere.
Oh yeah, and we did wrestle the premier, but he is the premier referee of Zello Pro. But yes, Zello Pro, we were like match 2, and it was us versus the premier.
We got
Campbell Myers and that boy SK Bishop.
All right. We got a big introduction by Swoggle. Never thought I heard Swoggle introduced us as one of his favorite tag teams. So like little hometown shout out. He said brought the homeboys from Milwaukee. So a nice big shout out by Swoggle. The Premier's a tag team that me and Doc, as we started tagging, looking for tags we want to wrestle. These were guys we've been wanting to work for a while. They're the 0-1 USA tag champs right now. I thought the match was great. After the match is over, it was very flattering to have GPA, Jonathan Gresham, Jordan Grace, and Laney Luck, all 4 of them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're cutting in and out, brother.
Right at the climax. What I want to know what they said.
Zach?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Oh, I said no. We like after our match was over.
Is he
We
doing
all
this
just,
on purpose?
It's like you keep cutting out right when you're about to say whatever it is they said.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Now,
Good.
can you still hear me?
Yes.
I won't say much, but all I'm just saying is like they like talked about how the chemistry was good. There was a lot of good timing on things, and just it was very flattering that like people they're like Jonathan Gresham's level, like guys like a guy we look up to, that's really like the pure style wrestling, like was able to watch the match and like was like, hey man, like this was really good and this and that. I was like, wow, like sometimes I always have like doubts of like myself as a wrestler, country air. I'm like always feel like I kind of bring it down, but then we have moments like that where you hear it, you're like, wow, all right, we're on the right track.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was very good feeling to hear them say that they enjoyed the match and were invested. So that was awesome. And thank you very much to the guys at Zello and Homegrown for having us out and letting us do our thingy thing.
Yep.
It's I know, well, at least I'm this way, but like I know some of us are just like, yeah, we go out there, we suck or whatever, but it's cool to know that when you go out there and you give it your all, you're like, yeah, I probably still suck, and then someone's like, actually, you don't suck, you still suck, but you don't suck that much.
Yeah, you don't suck as bad as you think.
so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Also, Jonathan Gresham is so smooth. Like we were watching him from the stands, watching his match against GPA because we knew it was gonna be very technical.
Oh, yeah.
And like there are things that we were watching, like, God, that's so simple, but looks so sexy. Like, why have we never thought of it?
Yeah, he just makes wrestling look really, really easy. I hate it. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. All right, yeah, guys. Sounds like we all had an awesome weekend. I didn't pose a question in the group, mostly because I thought this was going to be an easy one. So I can start. As the summer is coming to an end, I think it'd be very appropriate to talk about our favorite summer memories from this year.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say favorite Triple H memories.
You wanted that one again? We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. But I think this has been a very long and eventful summer. Different from summers of the past for sure, but that's just we are maturing as businessmen in this wrestling world. So I think it's important to reflect on, just the good times that we had this summer.
I'll go first.
Okie doke.
I will go with Summerfest.
Okay.
Both nights actually. Night one, main eventing Country Air versus Luxurious Ones.
God damn it, that's the only memory I have. Sorry, go ahead.
Just sitting there in the middle of the ring and like kind of thinking like, man, we went from like, the pre-show of La Pica, like just needed an extra, we were like the filler match in a way to be able to like organically grow like this chemistry, like have this chemistry grow, or organically grow this rivalry that fans wanted to see, where we got the main event the first night of Summerfest and sit there with like the original four. Like I love Ethan, nothing against Ethan, but like when we first started like this feud, it was always like us against Mav and Bax. So sitting there kind of being like, man, we're at Summerfest. Summerfest was always a big deal, like for all four of us. And to be the main event, like going from like that little small La Pica. La Pica is always a good place in my heart, but just being like the pre-show of La Pica, changing in your car before you got to the show and helping set up. So then sitting there, you're like, all right, we're about to punch each other in the face very hard.
Yep.
Very, very rewarding. Great match. Wouldn't want to do it out with anyone else. Then the second night, working Dis and Avalon. My first ever Summerfest show. I was in the main event. There's me, the Beer City Bruiser, Dysfunction, and Max Holiday. And I remember sitting there thinking, like, man, I do not belong in this ring.
I remember that.
And like fast forward now, like I didn't only think I belonged, I knew I belonged in that ring and knew I was capable to produce what these fans wanted. So just like being able to like share night one with the homies and like something we've done for like 2 years and got to do it there. And then night two, sitting there with probably arguably two of the best wrestlers in the state in Joey Jet Avalon and Dysfunction. Sorry, Dysfunction. Doing it with like your best friend, like my best friend in wrestling, Doc, like, and like knowing that we belonged in that moment, like knowing that like we earned that spot, knowing that like I wasn't there, like feeling like, oh, I'm out of place, like knowing that you're capable of doing what you're about to do, like very satisfying. And yeah, super good night. Both nights got drunk, but one night got to watch Nelly. So very good times.
Yeah, awesome. Bax, you want to go before somebody takes another memory that you have?
I mean, he said a lot of things I just wrote down because I'm old and I write stuff down. And I know I didn't have a lot of shows, but easily Summerfest, myself and Mav Boone against Country Air, Doc and Zach. I wasn't originally booked for that show, and a few conversations here and there, and all of a sudden I was booked. I actually had to work that night at my real person job, and I said, hey, real person job, this is what it is. I got a chance to perform at Summerfest, and I'm gonna go do it. And it worked out gladly. So I actually had to get there late. Mav and I got there late. And I'm just talking about the Summerfest experience. We get the park, there's the performer check-in, and then the bus takes you straight through Summerfest, right to where you got to go. We get there, and Frank, promoter of BCW, says, hey, you guys are in the main event. Go out there and kill it. Woo-wee! Okay. So then, we did what we had to do to get ready for the match. Then we had that match, and I too had that moment when we were all standing in the middle of the ring, and the crowd was hot. I had some friends there. Shout out to my friends and neighbor, Cat Palm Fitness, and her fiance Alex were there to support me. But yeah, we just had a blast kicking the shit out of each other. The ridiculous Mav upside down in a garbage can. Zach and I were like 50 feet away, or maybe 30 yards or whatever.
Way too far away, either way.
Way too far away. We saw Mav upside down in the garbage can, and we're like, oh shit, we gotta go. So we sprint over there, and he tosses me into Mav, and Mav's got the garbage bag over his head like he's a 2-year-old kid. Just amazing, and just a great fun time. I will say the funniest and most surprising part of that match, when Doc goes, sorry, Bax, gives me a super kick, didn't know it was coming, right in the mouth. And I ate some dirt, but dude, it doesn't even matter because it was Summerfest. It was the moment. It was fantastic. So easily, I mean, so far this year, my best memory for Summerfest. And then, I mean, afterwards, some of us walked around, got some drinks, got some popcorn. I got some corn on the cob. Man, just the whole experience, hands down, Summerfest kills it every year.
Definitely.
A phenomenal Taco Bell after.
Oh, I forgot about that. Worst Taco Bell experience of my life.
Agreed.
So, it's a long story short, me and Zach and Chuco go to Taco Bell. We're in the drive-thru, and we're ordering, and the lady says, oh, you can't get that because we don't have chicken. And we're like, you don't have chicken? This is Taco Bell. And what else did they not have? Like tortillas or something?
They didn't have anything. Like when we got our tacos, they didn't even give you your right food. The tacos were all broken apart.
Yeah, swear to God, they wrapped the taco and punched it because it was broken from the middle. And I'm like, this is bullshit, man. I want some drunk Taco Bell, and I got bullshit. So, you know what? Worst memory of the summer.
All right. Let's keep going down the line. Perch, why don't you talk about your favorite memory from this summer?
And I remember shortly before the summer, there was one time, I think during the winter time, I went out during a Brew City show and went down to the parking lot with Dysfunction. And he was kind of explaining a vision that he had. And the vision was for this year's Insane 8, the big deathmatch tournament. And just hearing the idea that he had was like, all right, this sounds like it would be pretty sweet. And as time would go on, that Insane 8 tournament came to fruition, and it happened right in the Elks Lodge parking lot. Big parking lot, tons of people. There were tents with food, drinks. It was a hot summer day, just like any good tailgate would be. The spirit of pro wrestling was there. We had 2 shows, as is normal. The normal show where I got to ref a few matches, and then the deathmatch tournament where, anytime it comes to that show, I want to help out in any capacity I can. And on that day, I was lucky enough to be the ring announcer last minute, and not knowing what to expect, but being prepared for anything. I was like, hell yeah, I would love to. So I gave it everything I had that day, and really tried to embrace the entire deathmatch tournament. It's one day a year where we can really celebrate it, and engulf ourselves in it. It was awesome, great time, hard. Right in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Like, are you kidding? It's just about home. I love when there's a little bit of paradise. 20 minutes from home. It's feels like you're out on an island, but you're not too far. So to create that kind of an atmosphere, that was awesome. And I'll also say the Taco Fest to start the summer off at Summerfest grounds was as cool as it gets. That was my one time getting down to the Summerfest grounds this year, and I soaked in every single moment, every wave crashing off those rocks. I soaked it in. Just the feeling, the atmosphere, the concrete. Absolutely loved that venue. And it was a beautiful day for Mondo Lucha Taco Fest, and took down like 12 tacos that day, and kept that theme rolling with many more taco festivals throughout the summer. Mondo Lucha Taco Fest at Summerfest kicked it off, and Gali Lucha Taco Fests throughout the summer have kept it rolling. Maximum taco consumption this summer is more than I think I've ever taken in.
Not a complaint. It's not a complaint.
The summer of the tacos, and I'm all for it.
Yep. For myself, I actually would like all of yours are really good. Taco Fest was great. Got a chance to run it back against Joey. Since our BCW match, we hadn't had a single, so that was a fun one to do. My girl coming to Taco Fest, she doesn't make a lot of the fairs, and we don't really get a chance to like sit around and enjoy them, but we got to enjoy this one together, so that was awesome. Summerfest with the homies, it was great to have Bax back. It had been a while since we had wrestled each other, had wrestled the luxurious ones, the original luxurious ones at Bax and Mav, so it was great to do that. I'm gonna bring up I don't even remember what fair it was, but your first match back was a good one for me. It was great to be there for your first match back. That's a great memory for me.
Yeah. First match back, you're right.
Yeah, yep. So that was special to me. This whole summer, just hitting up new states with Zach and hitting new promotions, and me just refusing to stop anywhere and just drive through the night till we get home.
Bro, shout out to Doc. Hold on, time out. Doc is like the man. We go to Tennessee, and I'm like, hey, bro, and he's like, hey, man, you can take a nap. I'm like, all right. I'm like, you gonna crash? He's like, yeah, probably. And I'll wake up, and it's like I'll be like 6 a.m. I'm like, bro, are we like driving? He's like, I haven't stopped driving. We going home, baby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? Like, how are you doing this? Nebraska. We were driving, and like me and Jay Manny were up, and like around 2 hours, Manny, I'm like, Manny's like, hey man, if you need to close your eyes, I'll listen to my music. I'm like, you sure, bro? Like, I don't want to do that, man. Like, Manny's like, yeah, bro, it's fine. Like, I'm gonna just drive for like another hour. I don't know a Doc in the back. Let me know when you need me to tag in. Like, bro, it's about to be 3. Bro.
Like, but yeah, this has been a fun summer. I think for all of us, as we just have grown in the business, this has been a big one for us. So it's awesome to see everybody thriving. Awesome to have Baxter back into the fold with the brothers.
Shout out to porn stash Peter Schwanz for tagging with me in that match.
Oh yes. You had froze, Zach, so we kept talking above you.
All good. I was just putting you over for always driving and never getting tired, and somehow like you just always like don't stop.
Yeah, it's all good. We got places to be.
Home.
Yeah, home is great. All right. Winding on down, why don't we talk about what we got coming up this week? I guess I can start first. Me and Zach on Saturday will be down at the Northside Barbecue in Oregon, Illinois for Zawa Live. We will be challenging Stumpy and Mad Hatter for the Zawa Live tag titles. Very excited. You know, we are on a quest for gold. We are out to prove that we are, you know, one of the best tag teams out there in the Midwest. And this will be one step to proving that. Stumpy showed us a lot of hospitality last week, and we will return the favor by kicking him in the face very hard and taking his championship gold.
Yes, sir. Are we talking about what we're doing this weekend? Sorry,
Yeah. We're talking about I'm talking about Saturday at Zawa. Would you like to add anything?
Oh yeah, we're new tag champs, kicking Stumpy in the face.
Yes. And then Sunday, we'll be traveling up to Kimberly, Wisconsin to help out and show face at ACW this weekend. I believe it's Tanner's in Kimberly is the venue.
Show starts at doors open at noon. I think show starts at 1.
Yeah, it's an early show. So get out there. They're having 2 shows this weekend, one on Friday in Oshkosh, I believe it is, and then the one on Sunday in Kimberly. But should be a good time. Come check out your mama's favorite tag team. We'll be doing our thing. Baxter, you got anything planned this weekend?
This weekend, actually, I don't. Not wrestling wise. I mean, I'm not working my other job, so it's gonna be nice. Just gonna keep working out and doing my thing. And I don't think as of right now, I don't think I have another show until mid-October-ish. So at least for now. So which is okay. You know, still easing back into it, but it's a drug that I'm back on. I'll tell you that.
You know, for a fact, if you're ever free Friday nights, you can always get Mario for Fourth Wall.
Yeah, we had an opening conversation about it and never really talked about it again, which is cool. But you know, maybe I'll show face and swing through sometime.
Definitely.
When's their next show?
October 15th.
15th. Okay.
Yep. And
cool.
Perch, what do you got?
This weekend, kicking things off Friday night as AAW comes back to Bourbon Street. Man, just a killer card lined up for this. Um, and I saw it today that one of the coolest things is the matches that don't have a card, and also featuring. Like, holy smokes, those are like the day of matches. You find out, it's like, whoa. So really looking forward to that to kick things off on Friday, and we'll be doing some live tapings as well. So show starts at about 6:15, and then the pay-per-view will start on Fight TV at 7. 7:30, 7:30, right in that range. Get in on 7, you can hear some piano music playing. It's gonna be a fun time. And then Sunday we've got Galley Mania, Galley Lucha, big show of the year at Cicero Stadium. Never been to Cicero Stadium, but really looking forward to being there and being a part of a big time show, much like a Rise to Honor is for Brew City Wrestling. This Galley Mania is their big show of the year. So really excited. It should be some fun stories coming out of that one from this Sunday.
Awesome. All right. And last but not least, Zach, do you have a question for the group?
No, but Baxter, do you have a seltzer review?
Oh, what have I done at all? I've done one, right? Here, I won't be able to do a review, but I can do this review. So first of all, first drink in like a week. Just trying to get the workout straight. So yeah, had a couple tonight for the podcast. I think the first one I did was Mike's Hard Pineapple. I'm drinking the Mike's Hard Lemonade Seltzer, which is lemon. So basically it's Mike's Hard, and they put the word seltzer on the can. And that doesn't mean it's bad, but it's just the same shit, but it's fine. But for watching Mav's dog this last weekend, he gave me a case of seltzers. I don't even know what it is. Let me grab it real quick. It's called A Pack of Strays, Stray Forth Hard Seltzer. So if they make it to next week, actually, I can still do a review if I drink them. I will do a review of that. But for the Mike's Hard, I don't know. It's fine. 7 out of 10. There you go.
All right. Perch, before I cut you off, just in case, do you have something you'd like to ask the group?
Yeah. Yep. This one, we have many different questions, different tastes, different styles. When it comes to gear inside the ring, many different color schemes and different textures people go with. As a referee, I'm restricted to 2 colors and 2 colors only, and that's black and white. So if I were to have any 2 colors, or if you guys were to have any 2 colors to have for ring gear, what would it be?
Because of my Wu-Tang theme, I've always been partial to black and yellow.
Ooh, yeah. And if we were all like Super Nintendo characters or something, we would only have 2 colors. Like that would be our character.
So that would be mine. Black and yellow. Keep it with the Wu-Tang theme. It's easy for me. I know what I want. But Zach is the creative one, and make sure that we're always popping.
Yeah, but for me, like if I had like pick on 2, mine would probably be just purple and black. Purple is my high school color. I was just always a fan of the color purple. I think it's a nice color. It's a nice it's color, but it's also nice and dark. So purple and black for me.
It's funny you bring up this question because at BCW is Mav and Gunner with me on the side, and all three of us are wearing black and red. If you saw the pictures,
Yeah.
I didn't notice it till like yesterday, and I was like, "What the hell? We're all wearing the same shit." We all know Gunner loves him some Kane, so me and Mav planned that without knowing Gunner was going to do that. I have a color scheme coming up, which is blue and orange, which is kind of fun, kind of like old school Broncos.
Okay.
Or Chicago Bears.
Or Knicks.
Nope, it's not your turn to talk. But of course, and this is going to sound so biased, but I don't care. I'm looking into like a poppin' green with a poppin' yellow, green and yellow, baby. A gear set. I just got to find the right shoes.
Okay.
Green and yellow, green and yellow.
Yeah. All right, Perch, do you have a dream color that you wish you could wear?
Yeah, in a heart. I would go with the classic silver and teal
Okay.
look.
Ooh.
Yeah, give me a nice silver and a nice teal. Always loved, like Seattle Mariners jerseys, and growing up, King Felix was one of my first ever jerseys. Give me a good teal and a good silver. I would even rock it for referee stripes on a Halloween costume.
Okay.
But yeah, silver and teal, that would be my combo. Love it. See it once in a while, and love it when it comes across.
Awesome. Very nice. Very nice.
Side note, Perch, are you enjoying the upcoming MLB playoffs?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. It's beyond enjoyment. It took us 20 years of my life to make the playoffs, and now that we get it as many times as we have, and we've got it to look forward to. Oh, I can't wait.
I knew it.
Yeah. All right. Enough baseball. If nobody has anything else, I guess we'll just go ahead and take it on home.
Take it home.
All right. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. 1.